In this lesson, I'm going to be showing you how to use adjustment layers. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so once you open Filmora, you're going to see that on the left side, there is here a folder called adjustment layer. So click on that folder. You're going to have the preset section. This is where you want to be. If you have any custom ones you've saved in the past, they're going to be saved under custom. And I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to go back to preset, and we're going to go ahead and click and add this to our project. So you can click, drag, and just add this on the timeline. So an adjustment layer is an empty layer. There's nothing in this layer, okay? But what you could do is you can apply effects to this layer, and anything that's underneath this layer is gonna have the same effects as the layer, okay? So it's gonna save you a lot of time when it comes to adding effects to clips, especially if you use the same effects, maybe color grading. Instead of applying the color grading to the video itself, you can have an adjustment layer that whenever you put it on top of the video, the effects are applied to the video as well, okay? So this is our adjustment layer. Let's go ahead and find a video we can use. So let's go ahead and go to stock media. I'll look up something like maybe someone on the news. I don't know if we can find anything on here. Let's see here. What is this? So you can double click on videos in here to kind of like see the differences here. So let's do maybe this one here. Seems pretty chill. I'm gonna click, drag, and put the video underneath the adjustment layer. Okay. Now, how do you do this? I'm going to select the adjustment layer, and let's say I wanted to do color grading here, right? So I can go to make sure that the layer is selected. I'm going to go over to color, and let's say I wanted to apply a different temperature, so I can, increase maybe the temperature here, and maybe lower the tint like that, like that. So you can do any types of edits that you want here. Maybe you want to mess with the color, increase the color. You want to increase the vibrance, something like that. Okay. Now look what happens here if I move the cursor away from where the adjustment layer. So if I go right here, you can see that we have our normal color. If I go here, see that we have our edit here, okay? So I can move this to right here. And then you go over here. You can even make it as small as you want it to be. Maybe you just want this first beginning part to have that effect, right? So I can play this, look at that, and it goes back to normal, right? All right, so you can apply a lot of things here. You can even use all these presets here. So I can select any of these, and that's going to be my adjustment layer. So if I move this away, you can see that it is not applied to the video, but only to the adjustment layer, okay? Now, let's say you can go to HSO, you can go to curves, you can do a lot of things with this adjustment layer. You can even change how the videos, you can change how the scaling of that adjustment layer, okay? So if you want it to be a certain size, you can see here that it is a certain size. So let me reset this. You can change the position if you want it to be half the screen. Sometimes people like to do something like this where they have the original video and then the after video, after they add color grading. So that's a good way to use this as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset that. You can rotate this. There's a lot of things you can do with this, okay? Now if you want to save the actual adjustment layer, you can go over to layer, and you can go to save as custom down here. So save as custom, you see that's going to be added to my custom adjustment layers here down here. Now let's say you want to apply some of the ones that you have used before. So I'm going to delete this here on the keyboard, delete that. On the timeline, I'll go ahead and hit, where is it? I'm going to hit just want to delete that, okay? Let's say you're editing a video, you want to use an adjustment layer that you saved as custom. Let's use this warm one here. What I can do is click, drag, and just drop this on the video. So you can see this has applied that adjustment layer to the video, okay? So it's very helpful to save them if you know that you're going to use them in the future. They're going to help you save a lot of time when it comes to editing. Sometimes you might even forget how you color graded your video. By using adjustment layers, it's going to help you keep track of that. It's going to help you keep track of that, okay? Now that is pretty much it for this video when it comes to how you can use adjustment layers. It's going to save you a lot of time when it comes to applying effects to your videos, and this is going to work with all kinds of effects. All right, so that is pretty much it. I'll see you guys on the next lesson.